Hello, hello. So I'm gonna give it a few minutes to allow people to come and congregate. Is that the right word? Anyway, y'all really been cooking my grits lately with some of your shenanigans. Let me look at the comments here. Anyway, so I chose to come on camera because I don't know, I just wanted to. I don't even know if my volume is working. Give me 1 second. Let me do something here. I'll be right back. Hi, hello. Oh my gosh, there's 6 people here now. Okay, cool. Oh my goodness. Well, I took note. Sorry if that was loud. So, I get my comments pulled up here. And pretty sure you can't like wait on stream. So just give me 2 seconds. Okay, so don't mind. I got boxes and stuff in the back because I'm packing up some things. Hi, hi, Melissa. Sorry your kiddo's sick. So listen, the past couple of days, probably about a week, has been like wild in these YouTube streets because there's been like people calling people out and whatnot. And I just have some thoughts, right? After listening to everybody, say kind of the piece, and Roadhog went out live last night, and several people got up on panel, gave their thoughts, right? I didn't really hear anything that was like bad or like maybe like, whenever people were sharing their thoughts, I didn't hear anything like super offensive or whatever. But it was kind of alluded to that maybe one of Roadhog's mods went a little rogue, got a little carried away. Hi, with them modding stuff and maybe silenced Roddy Mom when she was trying to state her piece. But I think in this instance, the best thing that she could do was just be quiet at this point. Like, just stop talking because you've talked yourself into a problem at this point. But anyway, so from what I'm understanding from this live, Coley, and I'm not here to drag her, but I'm just going to point out some things. Coley was like mad that people are not sticking up for her. And I just want to remind you guys, okay, like where we're at with everything, right? Okay, so it was a month ago and some change that Coley's little racism thing that she does was highlighted by Steph. And then in turn, Roadhog went live and took up for her. About imagine that. And guess what happened? It caused a whole bunch of problems, legal problems. Now we got ROs, POs, whatever, legal issues, and then outright lies being told, not by like anybody who was on panel last night, but by Coley. And one of the things that I'm kind of wondering at this point are they lies, or are they, is she being misinformed because she refuses to watch anything um, and educate herself about what it is that she's going to talk about, which really blows my freaking mind. Especially if you're going to get on your platform and accuse people of stuff. Like, oh man, why would you not take time to educate yourself about what it is that you're going to speak on? Wh- Make it make sense. Anyway, I can't believe you have the audacity, Coley, to make a claim to anybody that nobody is sticking up for you, when in fact, a lot of the mess that people are dealing with today, the hogs included, is because of the fallout from sticking up for you and how people conducted themselves afterwards. Now, granted, it wasn't initially sticking up for you that caused the issue, but it was the fallout that happened after that. But the fact is, if like that just is what it is. That's the timeline of events. Okay. And it's like it really makes me kind of look at this like, okay, why are you out here saying that nobody sticks up for you? And you're, talking about, you know, people need to be calling Ginny out if they're going to call, other people out, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's like none of your friends called you out about any of that stuff, any of your like racism stuff. If anything, they supported you. Maybe, I don't know, I wasn't there. They talked to you behind the scenes about it, but um, like, why do you need them to call out Ginny Lee? I mean, I really think that they should, but that's not my problem or point. Like, it's not necessarily they have to call her out or anything like that, but I'm sure there's been a discussion had about, you know, nasty words and whatnot being used. And this isn't like a hate stream directed at anybody per se. It's just, what's your motive? Why are you so worried about whether or not people call or friends call Jenny Lee out when friends didn't call you out? Like the stuff that happened with you, Coley, happened before you were friends with the Hogs. The stuff that happened with Jenny happened before she was really friends with the Hogs, as far as I know. So why does you see what I'm saying? Like, you see, like the math ain't mathin' on your expectations of people around you. It just really comes off as more directed of like a dislike of Jenny or whatever. Like, that's what it reads to me as. Is like, you don't like Jenny, you want people to call her out. That's that's how it reads to me. I can't think of any. I mean, I can't make it make sense. Anyway, it's like, and going back to the fact that not only, from what I understand, you're expressing that nobody stuck up for you, and then Roadhog and the farm critters, stuck up for you, supported you with your Heritage Not Hate live. Yeah. And even supported you whenever you decided to go and just tell flat out lies about myself and stuff. And I did make a community post today, and I appreciated that Jug had corrected the record, because you couldn't be bothered to. You couldn't be bothered to correct the record. People who, you know, probably still have like warm feelings or something for you. I don't know. I'm not going to assume that I know their feelings, are having to correct the record on your behalf because misaccountability is not taking accountability. Color me shocked. Furthermore, you were talking like all of your mistakes are out there for people to pick apart. Ma'am, we're content creators. If we're everybody's mistakes are out there for others to pick apart. It's not specific to you. Why do you think you're special in that regard? Why do you think that you're special in that regard? It's like Tira's mistakes are out there for people to, pick apart and demand, accountability. The same thing for, Cindy, the same thing for Marissa, the same thing for, the Roadhogs, whoever is out there making content. They're recording themselves. My mistakes are out there for people to pick apart. So whoever is out there making content, recording it, they're in the same boat as you. You're not special in that regard. You just make a lot more mistakes than other people because you don't learn. Sorry. Let me get on to my next little thing here. I will say from an observable standpoint, you and your little best friend, Roddy, caused nothing but trouble. You literally caused nothing but trouble. Since I have decided to actually use my YouTube channel and create content, right? I've witnessed you guys looking into Sarah's Odd. I have the screenshots of that, like where Roddy outwardly admitted that, and you outwardly admitted that. For whatever reason, you felt like you needed to do that. And I still, whatever. Okay. Your fake lawsuits, and all your money, blah, 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 and you're just constant shit stirring. And I don't know if for her, Coley, it's intentional or if she is constantly being fed garbage, hot garbage by Roddy. What is it? At some point, you guys should probably figure this out and address it. And if you're noticing a trend, Coley, that you call people out for things that Roddy tells you, and then you are getting called out for them not necessarily being the truth, maybe there should be some fact checking on your part because that's a trend, right? Maybe you should look into those things a little bit. And it's like freaking weird that you have to have somebody speak on your behalf all the time. You don't want to hear anybody else out. You just want to speak your piece. You don't want to hear anybody else out. You don't want to take accountability. You don't want to acknowledge when you're wrong. But then you like hop about how you miss accountability. Ma'am, take some personal inventory and study your actions. Okay? Do that. But I would say people who make and do the, or not make necessarily, but people who do the things that you do consistently and you have recognizable patterns, I don't think that you have the ability to actually evaluate your behavior and change for the good. Like you couldn't even conceive of hearing how there were microaggressions with the things that you say and that the things that you were sharing on like your Facebook that Steph uncovered were problematic. You wouldn't even hear that. You just don't. You just shut it down, right? Because, well, you could never be wrong. You could never be wrong. You couldn't even like hear somebody who's like, I don't know, practicing law, specializing in human rights. Couldn't even hear them out because they might be the subject matter expert on something like that without the lived experience, of course. But obviously, they're a person who has a passion, who's probably very well informed in that area, and microaggressions are a thing. I don't know. I don't think you can change. I don't. I don't. You hold people emotionally hostage, and it's just completely ridiculous. Like, I bite my tongue with your stuff a lot. especially like not wanting to cause further stress to you or whatever. But this one I was just not going to do, especially because after I like whatever, like you made videos like actually addressing me or whatever, talking about how I'm being used or whatnot. And it's like, I try to be cool, calm, and collected, kind with you, but now I just have to be just like blunt, just mm-mm, just put it out there. Oh, by the way, one of the things that I thought to mention is the you were up in arms supposedly that people aren't going live to defend you. How many lives were there made by your community defending Jenny? How many? Okay, what I thought. Hello, hello, everyone. Also, all those things, like I said, happened a while ago, and if they didn't call you out for being racist, that's, I would say racist in your opinion, right? Because we all know what we heard, and then, it doesn't necessarily match up with what you said, or what you said. We know what we heard. We know what you said, you said. The math doesn't math. And I think a lot of people who originally defended you on that push that narrative knowing full well what they actually heard did not match what you said you said. And I don't need anybody to admit that, not to me at least. But people defended you. So you need to calm down. And they didn't call you out about it. So why do they need to call out Jenny Lee? That's really all I had to say about this stuff. But you need to stop having somebody else speak for you or investigate for you because they are not doing you justice. They're not giving you accurate information. I can honestly say that I suspect they flat out lied to you about whatever they told you. I said, well, Steph said, actually, I don't even know how Steph got brought into that, but they said, I said, um, in that live about waiting for you to die so I could hack your Facebook. They lied to you. If you got that information from a third party, they lied to you, but you're still just as responsible because you didn't fact check. And for something like that, that's incredibly outlandish. You've never seen Steph say something like that. You've never heard Steph say something like that. And you have never heard or seen me say something like that. So you need to do your due diligence and fact check those kinds of things. Don't you think? I don't know. Yeah, Terry, it was. And it was freaking random. Um, Made absolutely no sense at all because there wasn't anything that anybody said that could even have possibly been misconstrued as that. So it was literally just flat out lie. But like I said, I do appreciate that Jughead publicly corrected the narrative. It's not her responsibility. Like, you know, but she was like, no, I don't like Euphoria, but she didn't say that. So thank you for doing that. And no, no, Mama J, I would never. Well, one, I don't want anybody to die, unless they're like ready to go and like be, you know, in the next life or wherever we go after this, you know. But it's just like the dumbest thing. Oh, it made me really, really mad. But I didn't want to like lose it and like possibly like really upset her. Although I don't know why I would care about her feelings, but I just didn't want to do that. And so I tried to handle it very cool, calm, and collected. And I'm tired of like harping about this. I'm just really thankful and glad that the narrative has been corrected. Not narrative, but that people are acknowledging that that was not a thing. That did not happen. So, but anyway, you got a lot of nerve saying that your friends don't stick up for you when them sticking up for you was a crucial part in this huge mess that so many people are in. I mean, obviously, the way that it was handled was what caused it, because we all have our responsibility. Um, but it just blows me away that you would say nobody defends me ever when that was a huge thing. I'm just like, oh my goodness. But anyway, I don't have anything else to say. I said my piece. I heard a lot of stuff and was like, "Mm." Also, I wanted to say, and I had said it, in the comments, but I watched Cindy's live, and I guess I just wanted to like extend my, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, like from mom to mom, like you never want to hear your children be spoke ill of. And I could see that even though that happened a long time ago, I could see that it still like really hurt, like it still really stung. And so as I absolutely love Marissa to death, and I'm glad that she reached out and she made amends with you. Um, I am indifferent about Ginny. I don't know her. Um, but my heart, like kind of pulled on my heart a little bit, seeing that how impacted you were. And I just, mom to mom, I can understand. I would be really hurt as well. I don't know if I would have been as composed. I know you said you worked really hard to compose yourself, but I think you did pretty good, and a buff, you know, and hopefully we all just stop talking about each other's children. Maybe we could do that. But that's all I have. And if you spent your time here with me, I got like 19 bush lurkers. Hi. I hope you put some snacks in the shrubbery, and they're yummy. I'm gonna have a snack here after I'm done. And yeah, I mean, I don't anticipate this is gonna be like a popular, a popular take, you know. But I haven't been live in a while, and I had so many thoughts. I just wanted to share them, and so I did. And now I have 20 bush lookers. So, yeah. Anyway, if you spent your time here with me, 20 of you, thank you for spending your time with me. There comes one out of the shrubs. Oh, yeah. If you couldn't, or if you wouldn't mind, you hit the thumbs up or thumbs down. I anticipate there'll be a lot of thumbs down on this, but whatever you would like to do, engage. And yeah, if you spent time with me today, thank you. It's a measured quantity that we all have. We don't get any more than what we've already been allotted. Okay. So, unfortunately, whatever time you spent with me today, you can never get back. It's gone forever and ever, forever. So thank you. Take care and God bless. Bye.